and that's their money. They literally created a whole business off of doing that. Dude said he started doing it in his garage 2 years ago. Just gotta order $3 even at Starbucks for 2 miles and 1 mile. To that Starbucks customer who placed that order, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alrighty, first offer of the day. Not a good offer. We got a package delivery on Uber Eats. So, you know, not the best first offer ever. I still wasn't gonna take it because look, this is what you gotta realize. Like, I'm not out here for charity. I'm out here to make money. You feel me? And this first delivery was like a charity delivery. It was a package delivery, $5.03 for 5.3 miles. And now that's 1-to-1 miles to money ratio. But check this out, it's a package on Uber Eats at Menards. So it's not gonna be a quick grab, pick it up, drop it off. And then on top of it, it's only paying $5 and it requires customer verification. So you're gonna spend extra time picking it up at Menards and you're gonna spend extra time dropping it off to the customer because they need customer verification, meaning a signature or a PIN number or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that one. This is why it's very important to be selective. Very next offer we got $13.08, 5.8 miles, perfect miles to money ratio, and it's Starbucks. You know they cracking this morning. You know they get them orders cranking out. Go ahead, slide on over to Starbucks, get this coffee picked up and dropped off. I don't know what the estimated time says, but I never pay attention to it because you got to know your market. Coffee pickups are quick for me. Now, in the morning time, I never usually have to wait for coffee at all. So I don't look at the time they give me. I know about how much time it's gonna take me to get this one done. So today we're gonna be talking about a few things. You know, I'm gonna be responding to a couple of the things that I heard in that live stream. We also gonna be talking a little bit more about no tip, no trip, why I believe no tip, no trip is not dead, why you shouldn't be taking no tip orders, and why no tip customers don't really care or value our time as drivers, as dashers. So as you can see here, I got my Doordash bag. They can't take it back because even though they deactivate you, that don't mean nothing. I'm still about to use all this equipment that I got from Doordash.
Really, nigga?
This is $13.08 for 5.8 miles. The base pay on this order, if I had to guess, I would say it's probably no more than $4, but that still leaves $8 in tip. This is a great customer out here because see, this is what you got to realize is most customers do not tip. So when we come across a customer that throws a great tip on the order, you got to really appreciate it. Because look, I'm gonna tell you right now, after being on TikTok, man, it really opened my eyes to how much these non-tippers just really don't care about us. Because comment after comment after comment, they talking about I'm entitled, us drivers are entitled, but you expect someone to drive their vehicle, waste their time to get your food, and you can't even, you know what I'm saying, throw them a couple bucks. Not even saying that it has to be a super fat tip, but not even a couple bucks, straight up no tip. You know, these people don't value our time. So on Sunday's live stream, at a couple points, Bentley Coupe made the comparison of a Walmart employee to a DoorDash driver. And there's a couple issues that I have with that, because here's the thing. First of all, Walmart employees get paid an hourly wage, and yes, the value of a customer's order has no impact on how much that Walmart employee gets paid. So yes, they do not care if you buy a candy bar or if you buy 10 TVs out of the back. You absolutely right about that. But the part that you got wrong, Bentley, is that we can make money per hour based off of how the customers treat us. Then that's what you failing to realize. I understand that you have to keep up a certain image and you have to really pick and choose your words that you say. But with that being said, that you also got to take into consideration that you can't just make these crazy comparisons, a Walmart employee to a DoorDash driver, and then use those customers in that same comparison, because it just really don't line up. Walmart employee is not worried about how much the customer is spending. And now you should say, well, hey, why the driver worry about how much the customer is spending? Because the amount that the customer spends directly impacts how much we make dealing with that customer. So that's one thing that I really didn't like about his responses. But I will say this though, the man did come with a bunch of good responses. And to add on to what Pedro said, you know, a lot of people sitting up here complaining about why Pedro didn't ask him the hard questions. Look, it was an interview. This wasn't the time for Pedro to just go in and go ham and ask him all these crazy questions. No, he wanted the man to engage with him. So to get engagement, you have to make sure you're being respectable and asking questions in a certain way. So if that's what y'all was looking for, I'm sorry, but you know what I'm saying? It just wasn't finna happen like that. And I wanted to go up and I wanted to talk to Bentley, but guess what? Sunday wasn't the day for that, so it was not finna happen. But we all have our own opinions, and we all have our own outlets to voice our opinion. So that's why I'm sitting here giving my reaction to that video now, because this is the appropriate time for me to voice my opinion on the matter, not when they having a conversation. So another thing that Billy said was he was actually offering solutions to some of the concerns that we have as drivers, as far as, you know, not getting high pay orders, you know, not getting treated fairly when you over a certain acceptance rate. Look, I heard all of that. And at the end of the day, at least somebody coming with a solution versus sitting on the sidelines complaining. Do I agree with every single thing that he said and every comparison that he made for the DoorDash driver to the average employee working at a Walmart or here and there? No, I don't agree with all that stuff, but at least he came to the table and was willing to have a conversation, okay? That's one thing I always hated, is a person that sit on the sidelines and complain, talk about the next person, but not willing to get up and put some action in and see some change. You the problem. And if you don't like this video, click off of it. And if you got a problem with what I'm saying, unsubscribe. I'm cool with it. Cause see, what you gotta realize is, I don't need nobody who a complainer and a lazy person gonna sit on the sidelines and ain't gonna put in no effort to do nothing. I don't need you, I never needed you. We trying to build a team of people who actually trying to do things and build upon themselves and help people grow towards the future. So if you're not about that, it's probably time for you to exit. And if I offended you, good. You know, because some people need to be offended. If I made you mad, good. Because you know what? People been a little bit happy for too long. First order dropped off. Now we're gonna be heading over to Flyboy Donuts. If you saw in my video the other day, I checked in at Flyboy. It's a nice little donut spot over here in Sioux Falls. We got $6.34 for 3.2 miles. And as I speak, Uber sending me another order, but this one is a Starbucks order all the way on the other side of town. And I'd rather just go on over to this Flyboy. So we're gonna go ahead and do it. Got them donuts picked up. 3-point-something miles away, but that's when I was dropping off that Starbucks order. Now that I'm over here, it's actually dropping off right down the street. It's only like a mile away. Let's go ahead and get it done. This is a great order. Small order, but it's still a good miles to money ratio. So from pickup to drop off, we looking at 1 mile. Order was ready when I got there. So those are the type of things that you want so you can have a good smooth shift while you're making this money and keep them wheels rolling. Just got done with that Grubhub delivery. And you know what? That's a pretty interesting business I just left. They whole business is buying and reselling tickets online. So if you're familiar with Ticketmaster, they work with businesses like this, and they just literally buy up entire sections of tickets. And not only Ticketmaster, but different vendors, they just buy them all up and then they resell them. So this is one of those side hustles I was telling you about. It's literally 3 guys in there. They got about 9 computer screens, and all they do all day is buy and sell tickets. And that's their money. They literally created a whole business off of doing that. Dude said he started doing it in his garage 2 years ago. And now look at him, he got his own business front, he got multiple employees, and now he got them buying and selling the tickets, and he just sitting in the back, managing them. Make your money. I'm all about building upon myself, you know, growing in the future, and that's a great thing to see. I like to see that. These gonna be my final thoughts on the interview. If you mad at how the interview went, you probably just mad at yourself. You know, everybody know that Billy get paid by Doordash. Everybody know that he worked for them, all that crap, whatever. If you expected Pedro to just straight up go at him, you freaking dumb. Because what you gotta realize is Pedro is trying to level up, okay? So if you bringing somebody on your channel for an interview, how would that benefit you if you're not being respectful to them and not giving them the chance to engage with the questions you asking and asking them in a respectable manner? If you want people to come back to your show, come back and do interviews, how are you gonna do that if you sitting up there trying to hit them with gotcha questions and this and that? This is what y'all fools don't be realizing. Y'all sit up here and just come for the drama, and everything ain't about drama. We actually trying to progress the drivers forward in 2023. So if you all about drama, go ahead and exit yourself off my channel right now, because we ain't finna be doing all that. But what we is gonna be doing is making sure that we give y'all the best tips and tricks. We're showing you the best new gig apps, showing you new ways to make money, showing you different things so you don't have to keep doing the same thing that you've been doing and see the same results. Next offer, we're gonna be checking in at Chick-fil-A. $6.06 for 1 mile. Perfect miles to money ratio. And they just opened too. I don't mind going to Chick-fil-A right when they open, but after an hour or two go by, they about to be slammed, because them people be wanting their chicken first thing in the morning. They do not be playing. Next order, we got $10.06, 2 drop-offs, double order on Starbucks. You know what? I was waiting on a Starbucks order anyways, and I was hoping it was gonna be just a single order. But I usually don't accept stacks, especially with coffee, but with it being 1 mile, I'm like, you know what, I can't pass that up. That's 10 to 1 miles to money ratio, even if it is 2 drop-offs, right? Yes, it's one pickup, but it's one pickup, 2 drop-offs. So I feel a little bit better. If it was $10 for 2 pickups and 2 drop-offs, I don't know if I can do that. But for the same pickup place, it seems like I can handle it. So let's go ahead and get it done. Just gotta order $3 even at Starbucks for 2 miles and 1 mile. To that Starbucks customer who placed that order, you should be ashamed of yourself. First and foremost, no tip, no trip. Secondly, go get you a Keurig, go get you one of them little packets, make you a coffee your damn self. Or better yet, get you some Folgers and go ahead and hook it up. Cause I am not delivering you no coffee. You are a miserable clown human being.